So today I want to help explain the new Robinhood credit card announcement that shook up the internets, and I know I can already see the comment section. Do you think we'll ever forget about AMC and GME? And Andrei?
You're just a paid shill by Robinhood.
And look, I hear you, but you see, Mr. Powers,
I love gold!
With that said though, if you didn't hear about this, Robinhood just revealed their new credit card in collaboration with Visa, and it might just be one of the best cashback credit cards that exists today. So here's how it works. Every dollar that you spend using this card, you'll get 3 points. Each point is good for 1 cent that you can convert directly on the app itself. Now, when you've spent your dollar, you've converted your points into 3 cents, you can then transfer it out of your Robinhood brokerage account and directly into your bank account. So yes, it is a real 3% cashback credit card. Cashback is considered a rebate or a discount by the IRS, which means it does not count as a taxable event, so you don't have to pay taxes on your cashback. And here's some more of the specs. 3% unlimited cashback on all categories. No foreign transaction fees, and no annual fees. They also have things like roadside assistance, warranty protection, and a total of 9 other perks and benefits that you should absolutely take advantage of. Now, my first reaction when I heard about this card is that it sounds way too good to be true, and there has to be some sort of a catch. So I signed up and I did a deep dive into the documents to help explain the technical details of the rewards program and help answer who this card is actually for, because it's not for everyone, and ultimately share with you whether I think it's worth getting or not. So if that sounds exciting, you're a nerd and you probably have no life. So welcome to the club. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Andrei Jikh. Hope you're doing well. Come for the finance and stay for the gold. That Robinhood gold. This is not real gold. If it was, it'd be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it does look like another tax write-off. So first I'll talk about the perks and benefits, and then I'll talk about the potential downsides. But first, I just want you to know that the opinions in this video are entirely mine. No one is paying me to make this video. Robinhood did not sponsor me. I'm just running out of ideas this week. I also want you to know that I've been using Robinhood since 2014 as a dividend investor, and I really like using the app because its interface is really simple and easy to understand, and I appreciate that as a beginner. I don't do anything fancy like day trading or options trading, so how I use it, it fits my needs. But the app isn't perfect, and I have been critical of them in the past, and they do make mistakes, and you should know that. Which is why I think it's completely reasonable to ask, can you trust Robinhood with this credit card? And the truth is, I don't know. I don't speak for Robinhood, I'm not employed by them, but after doing some research, Robinhood is not the one issuing the credit card. Instead, the issuer is their partner bank, which is Coastal Community Bank, which is also a member of the FDIC, which means money is guaranteed to be insured, and for what it's worth, Smart Asset rates Coastal Community Bank 4.1 out of 5 stars. I have no idea if that's good or bad, but I like stars, and 4.1 sounds better than 4. Also, I'd say the most standout feature of this card is, of course, how it looks. It's gold. It looks really cool, but it's not actually gold despite what the trailer in the video shows you. It's just gonna be a stainless steel card for most people. Now, it's also pretty heavy, weighing in at 17 grams, which is in comparison to normal credit cards like you'd find in your wallet, which are only 5 grams. This will be one of those cool credit cards to use at a restaurant to impress everyone, because anytime you drop it down, they'll hear a loud clickety clank and see just how much of a baller you really are. My, is that a gold credit card I hear? That guy's cool. Don't know why I put on my glasses if I'm only using my ears, but that's exactly how I imagine the interaction to go down. Also, it offers 3% cash back on all categories all the time, which is actually really cool because most other credit cards will offer cash back on rotating categories that change throughout every different quarter. But this one is a flat 3% cash back on all categories throughout the year. Also, that 3% cash back can technically be as high as 5% when you book travel through the Robinhood travel portal. And if you're familiar with the Chase Ultimate Rewards program or the Amex Rewards portal, it'll work exactly the same way, except they're using the point system where $1 is worth 3 points and each point is redeemable for 1 penny. Another benefit is that there's no foreign transaction fees, which means you can bring this card with you wherever you travel and then use it to pay for things in different currencies and not have to pay that fee like so many other credit cards have. And the last main benefit is that there's no annual fee, which is technically not true. They advertise that there's no annual fee, but those are the 3 main benefits. And now let me share with you some of the downsides that you should know about. Because the truth is, this credit card is not going to be for everyone. One of its downsides is that you have to be a Robinhood Gold user just to sign up in order to be able to use this card. Now, Robinhood Gold is a premium subscription service you have to pay for on the Robinhood app, and there is a monthly fee of $6.99. And that's the real cost of this credit card. Even though they advertise there's no annual fee, the reality is it's $84 a year to get access to Robinhood Gold. But, pro tip, there's 4 different ways you can get this credit card for free. And here's how. The first way is arguably the more expensive way to get it for free, which is by joining Robinhood's 3% IRA matching program. So if you open an individual retirement account with Robinhood, you can put up to $7,000 for 2024, where you'll get a 3% matching contribution. And 3% of $7,000 is $210. So that right there more than pays for the membership, because even after their $84 annual fee, you're still $126 ahead. That's free money right there. Now, you don't have to contribute the full $7,000. In fact, I imagine most people probably won't. So there's a second way to get Robinhood Gold for free where you can make it pay for itself. Instead of contributing $7,000, you can put only $2,800 because 3% of $2,800 is also $84. So you can break exactly even and still get it for free. Now, there's also a third way to get access to Robinhood Gold for free, and it's the cheapest way. The way to do it is by signing up to Robinhood Gold, you'll get access to something called 5% on uninvested cash, which means as long as you have enough money in your account that's not yet invested, you can make enough to have Robinhood Gold for free. Now, how much money is that? If you take $84 and divide it by 5%, which is their current interest rate, you'll get $1,680. That's how much money you need inside of the uninvested cash category to generate $84 per year. Now, the downside you should be aware of, though, is that this money is not invested. Yes, it's making 5% per year, but it's not really growing, which means it's going to stay flat, $1,680. It'll be eaten away by inflation, and technically there's an opportunity cost because that money could be growing elsewhere. And the second thing you should be aware of is that over time, that 5% will probably change and most likely go down. Now, the fourth way to get it for free is to smash the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos. Now, there's one more feature behind why I got Robinhood Gold, and that's instant deposit access. Meaning, before I was a Robinhood Gold user, there's something called T+2. It's a technical term to refer to the fact that the banking system takes a couple days to settle your money from your bank account into your Robinhood account. But by being a Gold member, you get access to your cash instantly. The moment you initiate the transfer on your Robinhood account, you get access to your money. And why that's useful is because on the days that my dividend stocks go down or if Bitcoin goes down, I want to buy the dip and I need money instantly to do that. That's useful for me, and if it is for you, then it's worth having Robinhood Gold, and having the credit card and access to that is a nice little perk. However, if you're someone who wants to earn points instead, there's probably better options elsewhere. Options like Amex Platinum and the Chase Sapphire cards offer a lot more perks in the way of travel, like access to hundreds of airport lounges. Now, personally speaking, just for me, I don't really care that much about the point system. It's a nice perk to have, but I don't have the time or interest in keeping track of all my points. Sometimes they expire and the rules are always changing. And a lot of times I found this to be true, they're a lot more expensive to use than you think. For example, whenever I try to book travel using points, I find that the prices of flights and hotels through the rewards portals are way more expensive than booking somewhere else. It almost makes more sense to skip booking your trip through the travel portal and instead booking directly with the airlines and hotels, because a lot of times I found myself paying way more money than I needed to and just wasting my points. But I suppose that's how these credit card companies get us. They make it more expensive whenever we redeem those points, so they're worth less than what we think they are. The point is, I really prefer the no frills of the cashback system because there's no hidden fees, you get what you get. Now, another potential downside though is that you actually have to be responsible, because if you don't pay off your balance in full and on time, you'll end up paying between 20 to 30% interest, and I imagine Robinhood will make a lot of money with this. Just just remember that the stock market makes us 8 to 10% per year on average, so even if you invest your money thinking you can outrun those fees, you won't be able to. It'll eat away into your gains and then some. If you made it this far into the video, here's what I personally think about this credit card. Overall, I really like the card and I'm excited to try it, but I'm also cautiously optimistic and I'm gonna hold my opinion until I'm actually using it. And that's because, sure, a lot of these perks sound great, but in order for things to go smoothly, Robinhood needs to have a very robust customer service team in place so that people can ask questions, reach out to file claims, to get refunds, etc. And I know Robinhood has had issues with that in the past, even though they've gotten better. Another important question to consider is, how does Robinhood make money? How do they afford to do this if Apple, which is a company that has way more money than Robinhood, is only offering 2% on its card? How are they affording to pay customers 3%? Here's what Vlad Tenev, their CEO, had to say about that.
One way is because we sort of have a vertically integrated system, we not only earn the interchange revenue, but a credit card's also a lending product.
So essentially they make money by lending money because that's what credit cards are. They're a lending product. They also get to make money off the interest that's generated off the account balances of their users. And Vlad also says that, generally speaking, Robinhood Gold users are much more valuable for the company in terms of what they make the company. Because they have a lot more money invested, a lot more money saved, a lot more cash, that customer is a lot more valuable. They're a bigger part of their ecosystem.
Robinhood Gold customers are much more likely to adopt all of our other products. Their balances with us are higher. Their average revenue per user is multiples of a non-Gold customer. So once someone joins Gold, they tend to increase the amount of money they put in Robinhood. They do more with us. They're a more profitable customer. They get more value.
And not only do they get to charge everyone $5 a month, but not everyone is also going to pay off their balances in full every month, which means they'll get to make between 20 to 30%, which is a lot of money. But another potential downside that I think is super important to remember is that a lot of these perks will change and interest rates will most likely go down. The Federal Reserve told us that they're planning on 3 interest rate cuts this year, and when that happens, eventually our banks and companies like Robinhood will also lower their interest rates as well. So instead of 5%, we might only get 4.5% or maybe 4%, and that's really important to remember if you're someone that's relying on your uninvested cash or the IRA contribution match to pay for the credit card. On the flip side though, I'm super excited about things like virtual cards, which allows you to create disposable card numbers so you can have more privacy when you spend money. That's a really cool feature that I think all credit cards should have. And I'm also kind of excited to see their limited edition gold credit card in person. So if you want me to someday review that credit card, if I ever get access to it, I'll leave a link down below where you can join the waitlist if you found this video useful. It'd be cool to have that credit card and then maybe take it to Trax NYC to see what he thinks of it, but it's not a special credit card other than it's 10 karat gold and it weighs 36 grams or 1.27 freedom units. Let me know if you'll be getting this card and what you think about it. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to grab your free stonks. Links are down below and then go track them automatically with the spreadsheet link down below on my Patreon. Love you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'd love to see you back here on Monday and Friday, sometimes a Wednesday. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.